Toyota Sienna. The right turn signal doesn't work and it's buzzing. I'll show you how to fix that. Let's get to it. So this is my mom's car. Here's how to find a Toyota Sienna, the year I think it's 98 to 2001, the same. Underneath here, like if you hear a buzzing sound, if you turn the turn signal and you hear like this buzzing sound and the turn signal doesn't work, go to your relay. The relay is located underneath here. Oh, let me show you. This is the relay. Hazard turn signal relay. I already bought this relay from the AutoZone, and all you do, you just pull it out and push the new one. This was my old relay. This was aftermarket. So this thing was buzzing, so I took the relay out, put a new one in, and now when I turn the key in, it's not buzzing anymore. The left turn signal blinking, the right one is working, but here's my other problem. Sometimes when I turn the turn signal, it's not always flashing, see? So I have to take this panel apart, and I'm going to clean the connectors on this thing. But the buzzing sound is gone, so relay is replaced. If you want to, you have to take this panel off. You need there's a screw right there underneath, Phillips screwdriver. Then you have to turn the steering wheel all the way to the right. There's another screw here, and then opposite direction there's another one. So take those screws out in order to get this panel off. Okay, now you have access to this. You can take this off. There are 3 screws, like I showed you. You have to turn the steering wheel to the right and then to the left. And just wiggle, that part comes out. But all I need is the top portion of. So it's all loose on both sides. Now I just need to wiggle it out, and here's I have access to the screws on the turn signal switch. So I'm going to take this off right there and on right there. So I took one screw out of here, and there's one more on the top here. I mean, all this panel you can move aside. And then we're going to have to check the connectors on there and clean it. Let me show you. First I gotta unscrew that. So the relay is, I replaced the relay and there's no more buzzing sound. And that was an original relay, that was aftermarket relay. The Toyota relay cost $70 if you go to the dealer. I went to AutoZone and I bought the, I'll show you which one I bought. Okay, this was the relay that I bought from AutoZone. It's a flasher relay for, I told them it's Toyota Sienna 2000, and they give you the relay. They all like aftermarket, of course. There's no point buying $70 relay, just buy one for $12 and just replace it. It's like right there. And but I have another problem. The connections here on the switch itself needs to be cleaned. And I purchased this electric cleaner, parts electric cleaner. We'll see how if maybe it needs to be some extra soldering done. We'll get to that step. Okay, so the switch, you can just pull it out. It slides out of this. There's like a plastic bracket here. You slide it out, and let's check the connection. That's how it looks on the other side. So these are the metal connectors. When you turn the turn signal, it initiates the contact. Anyway, I'm going to take this off, take this whole unit apart. Okay, so I took the switch apart. It's very easy. It's just like 2 screws here and here, one here and one here, and then just look at the connectors. It's all greasy, gunked up. No wonder why I don't have a turn signal, because it doesn't initiate. You know, there's no connection. So I'm going to use this electric parts cleaner. I'm going to spray it in, clean it out, and I'm going to solder in some connectors here. So I'll show you how it's done. So shake the bottle very good and spray the parts cleaner pretty good. get all the gunk out of there. So you see now it's getting better, nice and clean. Flip it on the other side. Oh, we do need to concentrate on this part right here. As you see, the middle connector right there, it's almost flat. So I gotta solder something on top of it to make the more like the neighbor one. So I'm gonna let it dry. I'll spray it one more time. Okay, it's clean, very clean. I'm gonna let it dry, and I'm gonna get my soldering iron. Let's go from that point. So here's my soldering iron. I have it. It's heating up pretty good. I got my what do you call this? Well, my setup for the soldering. So if you don't know how to solder, look on YouTube. Learn how to solder. And well, this part's still drying up. It's actually dry. My idea is to, as you see this connector right here, it's flat, like right here. So what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put some you know, I'm gonna solder like a copper piece or something to make it look like this. Okay, so I found this small washer. I cut it on the side a little bit, so this way it can fit in. Let's see. Now I'm gonna solder that thing in there. So I end up fixing it without using a small flusher. So I use some lead. I cleaned the surface of it over there, put some lead, made it look like rounded up on the top. And I'm gonna clean it nicely. I'm gonna put it all together and see if the turn signal works. Okay, so here's the moment of truth. I connected everything here, this connector right here. This connector that was inside, I connected it there. Put this plastic piece back, and now I'm gonna slide this all back into the steering column. See, there's like, and then I have to put 2 screws here. But first, let's start the car. I'm gonna start the car, and let's turn the turn signal right, because I had problem with the right. Works. Left. Lights. Everything works. Hazard. And there's no more buzzing sound. The relay was buzzing, and one of those connectors inside the switch was worn out, so I fixed it. Simple fix with soldering iron, and that's it. I'm gonna put it all back together, and we're done. Thank you for watching the Zorados channel. If you have any questions, just send me a comment. 2000 Toyota Sienna, 185,000 miles. I mean, I did some work to this car, and if you took this to the dealer, they would charge you like arm and a leg, because this part right here, the switch itself, cost like original 300, aftermarket like 120, and I bought it at AutoZone, the relay. That's $12, so it all cost me $12. And if you actually went to the dealer, it would cost you like over 300 bucks to do this. Alright, see you guys.